In a renowned hotel in New York, a man sat silently at the last table. His name was Richard Brown, one of the wealthiest people in the world. His empire included technology, hotel chains, and airlines. Yet his face showed no smile, and his eyes held no light. Beside him sat a small boy, David, Richard's only son. 7-year-old David was born with a physical disability. He couldn't walk or talk. A wheelchair was his entire world. Despite the best doctors, therapy, hospitals, and high-end equipment, nothing had ever brought a genuine smile to David's face. Richard had tried everything. That day, he found himself in a part of the hotel he rarely visited. A humble restaurant where ordinary people laughed, shared stories, and enjoyed simple meals. Maybe he was seeking change, or maybe he was trying to escape the emptiness of his life. Laura, a waitress, was working swiftly. Her face showed exhaustion, but her eyes sparkled with life. She greeted every customer with a smile, helped the elderly, made children laugh, and moved with a grace that captured attention. When she reached Richard and David's table, she smiled and said, "Hello, may I help you with anything?" Richard looked up, nodded slightly, and silently handed over the menu. Laura glanced at David, knelt down to his level, looked into his eyes, and softly said, "Hello, little prince, you're so beautiful." Richard was startled. No one had addressed David like that in years. People usually reacted with pity, discomfort, or indifference, but Laura's eyes held only warmth. 10 minutes later, Laura brought their food and paused. Then she gently asked, "May I pick him up? I'd like to show him the birds outside the window." Richard's eyes widened. Hesitantly, he gave his permission. Laura gently lifted David in her arms. Her face was calm, loving, like someone who had done it many times before. She walked to the window and pointed out the birds, flowers, and sunlight. Her voice was soft, soothing, and incredibly, David smiled. Tears welled up in Richard's eyes. It was the first time he had ever seen his son laugh, truly, innocently, joyfully. After that day, Richard asked the hotel owner about Laura. He learned that she was a single mother raising 2 children. Her husband had left her, and she worked double shifts to give her kids food, shelter, and education. The next day, Richard returned to the restaurant and had a heartfelt conversation with Laura. He thanked her, and then did something no one expected. "I want you to be my son's full-time caretaker," he said. Laura was shocked. "Me? But I'm just a waitress." Richard replied, "You are the light that entered my son's world. You did what no doctor, machine, or money ever could." After a few days of thinking, Laura agreed. She began visiting Richard's home, lifting David in her arms, taking him to the park, showing him the world, and sharing simple joys. Over time, David began to change. He started waving his hands, making soft sounds, and smiling, especially for Laura. Richard changed too. He reduced his office hours, spent more time with David and with Laura. Months passed. One day, Richard said to Laura, "I earned wealth and fame, but you taught me how to truly live. Will you stay with us forever?" Tears filled Laura's eyes. She couldn't speak. She simply nodded. And so the smile of a disabled child brought 2 broken hearts together and gave 3 lives a brand new light. This story teaches us that money isn't everything. Real wealth is in the love,
the connection, and the honesty that touches hearts. A humble waitress changed a billionaire's life, not with riches,